Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Come by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. We handle driver license and ID renewals, including CDL services, real ID add-ons, initial issuance, and out-of-state license and ID transfers. We issue Pike Pass and now offer written tests and drive tests. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, Adam, or Chad. We're here for you. Visit mangumtag.com for tag renewals and more information, or call 580-782-3004. Go Tigers!
Well, good afternoon.
everyone. Chad Fox. We're getting set for Mangum Tiger. How about baseball? Baseball here this afternoon on a hot, windy Monday afternoon, March the 9th. It is the home opener here this afternoon. We're excited to be here, and hopefully, if you're hearing this, you've got time to get on out to the ballpark and check out some high school baseball. It's Mangum versus Blair, the Tigers versus the Bronx here this afternoon. And again, we're glad to have you along. Last time we talked, it was at Watonga in a gut-wrenching overtime 2-point loss in the Class 2A regionals. The Mangum Tigers ousted from that regional at Watonga by Sayre, losing to Cashin in the first round of that regional, then losing a tough one to the Sayre Eagles. And we don't have to rehash all that. But, again, we're glad to have you along. And I know these kids, very resilient, good kids, and competitive. And looking forward to the spring season with baseball here this afternoon. And we're going to be covering, of course, Coach Stidham, Jenny Stidham, and the Mangum Lady Tigers on the radio and on Mangum Tiger TV throughout the upcoming days and weeks. And so lots of coverage of Mangum Lady Tiger and Tiger sports here as we get into our spring season. Not officially spring yet. We sprung forward over the weekend, and of course that's always a headache and a change to the rhythm, but we're through it, and we are ready for some baseball. Again, we've got sunny skies. Checking that current weather here in Mangum, it is a 90 degrees outside, and we do have a southwest, good old-fashioned southwest Oklahoma wind at about 25 miles per hour gusting. And the flag in center field, as you might be able to see if you're watching video, is pointing straight out and showing its colors. So it is definitely blowing out here in Mangum. Again, Mangum and Blair on the mound. Let's give you the lineup. Pitching for Mangum will be number 12, Derek Hammond, behind the plate. His battery mate, number 13, is Bo Rogers. The infield left to right, Jackson Brooks is at third, Remy Laughlin at short, and Clayton Caskey at second base. Max Richardson is your first baseman. And in left field is Kerbo. Center field, we have Henley. And there's the first pitch. And did they count it? Looked like maybe the umpire wasn't ready. And in right field is Mason Parker. And here we go with the first pitch of the game. Mangum Tiger baseball is on the air. And the first pitch is a cold strike from Derek Hammond, and we are underway. The Tigers in the home whites, orange numerals and black trim, and the Blair Bronx in the traveling dark maroon tops and bottoms with the black helmets. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Up to bat for Blair is number 68, the catcher, Cutter Smith. For Coach B.J. Armstrong, they come into today's game with a record of 2-1. Here's the 0-2. It's high and outside for ball one. A 2-1 record for Blair, defeating Shamrock, Texas, Northside, Texas, and losing to Hollis 10-0. The 1-2 from Hammond is called strike three of the quarter, and Hammond gets his first K of the season. Jackson Brooks got the win as Mangum opened this season at Lawton. Next up for Blair is Grant Peterson, the pitcher. There's a called strike as Hammond pumps it in there. Mangum defeating Lawton 9-0 last week on the 5th. Here's the 0-1 from Hammond. Called strike 2. Get our scoreboard fired up. One away, just underway here in Mangum. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks to get things going for Derek Hammond, and there's 2 away. Two away. Up next for Blair will be Logan Williams, the shortstop for the Blair Bronx. First pitch from Hammond. A little bit high, and it's ball 1. So again, Jackson Brooks got the start and the win against Lawton to start the season last week. Called strike and a 1-1 count to Logan Williams, the shortstop for Blair. And the 1-1 way outside. Again, hot and windy here today in southwest Oklahoma. It's spring, so it'll change tomorrow. Stand by. Here's the 2-1 ground ball right to Cask. He's going to take it on the run and flip over to Max, and there's out number 3. 3 up and 3 down for Derek Hammond. Mangum up to bat. Your lineup is on the way next. Mangum Baseball is on the air. We are Classic Hits 97.7.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Since 2011, Maccabee Fox Roofing has been the name Southwest Oklahoma trusts for quality roofs and more. The #1 Tamco installer in the region, installing over 1 million square feet of Tamco shingles. We also install metal and flat roofs plus protective coatings. Need more? We also install seamless gutters, carports, and metal buildings. And here's the big news. We're the only roofing company in Southwest Oklahoma offering financing. Come see us at our new building on Broadway. Check us out on Facebook or visit our website today. Call 580-682-9600. That's Maccabee Fox Roofing LLC, covering what you care about.
Back here at the ballpark here in Mangum, we go to the bottom of the first. Mangum up to bat. Here's the lineup for Coach Kroom. And your Mangum Tigers leading things off will be number 16, shortstop Remy Laughlin, followed by number 14, third baseman Max Richardson. Batting third, number 12, pitcher Derek Hammond. Batting fourth, number 13, the catcher Bo Rogers. Batting fifth, number 11, is Kerbo, the left fielder. Batting sixth, number 24, Jackson Brooks, third baseman. Batting seventh is Rylan Holt. Number 22, the DH, batting eighth. Number 9, the right fielder Mason Parker. And batting ninth will be number 2, the second baseman Clayton Caskey. So your lineup looks like this: Laughlin, Richardson, and Hammond, followed by Rogers, Kerbo, and Brooks, and then Holt, Parker, and Caskey for Coach Kroom and the Mangum Tigers. They will face Grant Peterson for Blair. Mangum 1-0 entering today, and Blair 2-1. The first pitch plunks Remy on the side, so hit by pitch, and Remy will stroll down to first base. One pitch and a base runner here for the Mangum Tigers. No score. Bottom of the first. Brings up first baseman Max Richardson for the Mangum Tigers. Looking good in the home whites here this afternoon. There goes Remy. Pitch is a called strike, no throw. And count is 0-1 to Max, with Laughlin now at second base. One pitch, steals second. Here's the 0-1. It plunks Max. So Max will go to first base, and Peterson plunks the first two batters here this afternoon. That brings up the pitcher, Derek Hammond. Dirk's kiddo, and good to see him with the baseball team. There goes the runner to third. Laughlin is safe. Max gets down to second. Pitches a ball. So a 1-0 count to Derek, with runners now in scoring position at second and third. From the stretch, Grant Peterson pitches high, and I think we got a 2-0 count to Derek. Runners at second and third. Scoreboard just went on the fritz. Called strike, and it's 2-1 to Hammond. Nobody out here. Mangum's half of the first, just underway, no score, but runners at second and third. In the 2-1. Ground ball, that's going to go into left field. RBI for Derek Hammond. And the ball gets loose and will roll to the wall, so Max will stroll in too. Derek hustling to third, and a stand-up triple. Got a couple of RBIs for Max Richardson. So 2-0. Mangum on top. Brings up Bo Rogers, the catcher for Coach Kroom. The Mangum Tigers. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right to the second baseman. He bobbles it. A run will come in. And Bo is going to be safe at first. So it's 3-0. Mangum on top. Rogers safe at first base. Brings up Cooper Curbo. Left fielder for the Mangum Tigers. Here's the pitch. Popped up in the air. It's going to be foul out of play. Almost plunks a car down there. 295 down the right field line. 319 down the left field line. From the stretch, there's the pitch. That pitch is low, and Bo's safe easily at second base as he steals second. And if I can get anywhere close to these numbers being accurate with my vision, that's popped up. That's going to be fouled out of play, too. 372 down the left alley, and 365 in the right alley. And again, deep. The wind is blowing out, though. So a 1-2 count now to Cooper. Here's the pitch. He fouled it off the plate, and count remains 1-2 to Curbo, with Rogers at second base. And the 1-2, curveball, and got him to pop up. It's going to be dangerous. The wind causing all kinds of problems. It'll drop in front of the left fielder, and everybody will be safe. In fact, Curbo scoots down to second base. So runners at second and third. Still nobody out. 3 across here in the bottom of the first. Mangum on top. Brings up our man Jackson Brooks. Jackson will step in. He got the win last week to start the season against Lawton. Curveball, nice pitch from Grant Peterson, and a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Jackson. Another curveball. This time he stays with it, and that's going to be a gapper to the left center field wall. 2 runs will come in easily, and Jackson rounds second base, and he's hustling to third. There's going to be a play. The throw is wide. Ball will go to the dugout, and Brooks is safe at third. Triple. Couple of RBIs for Jackson Brooks. And that makes it 5-0. Mangum on top here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Ryland Holt. The DH from the left side. Ground ball, second baseman. That's going to score another run. Get the fielder's choice as Holt does his job. He's out at first, but gets Jackson Brooks home from third. And there's one away. It makes it 6-0 Mangum on top. Brings up Mason Parker, the right fielder, and that one's in the dirt to the backstop. So a 1-0 count to Parker. Facing Grant Peterson. Curveball just missed inside. And it's 2-0 to Mason Parker. There's a pitch. Popped him up on the infield. Third baseman is under it, and the shortstop will catch it. And that is what you're going to have to deal with here today is that wind. It's going to scoot the ball out and make things very interesting on these fly balls. There's 2 away. Brings up 9-hole hitter Clayton Caskey. Second baseman, there's the pitch. Chops it foul. It's 0-1 to Clayton. 2 away now. Bases are cleared. 6 runs have come across here in the bottom of the first for the Mangum Tigers. Looking to start 2-0 on this very young season. Here is the 0-1 in the dirt. It's 1-1 to Caskey. Getting started the year last week on the 5th at Lawton, winning 9-0. Jackson got the victory. Here is the 1-1. Chops it foul again. It's 1-2 now to Clayton. Jackson Brooks with the win last week. At Lawton. And Coach Scroom has got a great schedule this spring. We'll talk more about it as we go along. Here's the 1-2 to Caskey. Curveball doesn't quite break, and it's a ball, makes it 2-2. Deuces across the board. 2-2 count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Curveball plunks him in the head. Didn't quite cut down, and Caskey down to first base. That's the third batter that Peterson has hit here in the first. And the Tigers have batted around. That brings up the top of the order. Number 10, Mr. Remington Laughlin. I think I said 16. I'm reading Coach's scribble here on this lineup sheet. So Remy at the plate. The first pitch is a ball to Laughlin as Caskey already down to second base, steals second. Here's the 1-0 to Laughlin, hits him again. So Laughlin's been up twice this first inning, and he has been hit both times. And that'll bring up Max Richardson for the second time here in the first. Swing and a miss to Max. There's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Will come over and step on the bag for out number 3. Tigers do score 6 runs in the bottom of the first. Top of 2 whenever we come back. 6-0. Mangum Tigers on top of the Blair Bronx.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
All right. Back here at Mangum with the Tigers. We go to the top of inning number 2. Mangum on top, 6-0. And back on the mound will be Derek Hammond. 3 up and 3 down to start this one for Derek. 6-0 your score. Glad to have you along. Again, hot and windy. Gonna have a layer of dirt on everything whenever we get out of here, but that's all right. Got a little southwest wind blowing out 25, 30 miles an hour here in Mangum. 90 degrees, 88, 89, right in there here in southwest Oklahoma. Appreciate you checking in on Facebook and Mangum Tiger TV on YouTube. All right, coming up to bat for Blair will be James Thomas, the first baseman for the Blair Bronx. First pitch from Hammond's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. It'll be James Thomas, Josh Castillo, and Hunter Riddle, 4, 5, and 6 in the Blair order here in the second inning. 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 to Josh Castillo, the third baseman for Coach B.J. Armstrong and the Blair Bronx. 0-2, swing and a miss, another strikeout. Third K of the day for Derek Hammond. And that'll bring up Josh Castillo. That was James Thomas, excuse me. Josh Castillo at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Josh. 1 away in the top of the second. 6-0 your score. And the 0-1 from Derek. High outside, ball 1. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. It squirted out of the glove of Bo Rogers. And it is 1-2 to Castillo. High and outside, ball 2. So a 2-2 count. And the pitch from Derek, a swing and a miss. And strikeout number 4 for Derek Hammond. Brings up center fielder Hunter Riddle for Blair with 2 away in the top of the second. And a 6-0 lead for Mangum. Here's the pitch. Called strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, one count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Hunter Riddle. 6-0 lead. Mangum on top. We're in the top of the second. And the 0-2. Call strike. 3 up and 3 down for Derek Hammond again. And this time he strikes out all 3. His 5th strikeout of the game, and just in inning number 2. Bottom of the second coming up. You're listening to Mangum Tiger Baseball on Classic Hits 97.7 and watching it on Mangum Tiger TV.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
If you're tired of store-bought sameness, it's time for the real deal. Western Traditions is Mangum's home for cowhide rugs, Western furniture, dining pieces, and handcrafted accessories, each one carefully selected for quality, durability, and timeless Western style. From custom pieces to everyday favorites, we've got it all. Visit us on the west side of the square in Mangum or shop online. Western Traditions. All products, all Western.
And we do have great sponsors of Mangum Tiger Sports here on Classic Hits 97.7. One of those Western Traditions on the square in downtown Mangum, and Triad Home Health. Triad's been with us since the very beginning, and Western Traditions they have as well since they've been open. So we appreciate all of our support, and they help bring you folks this coverage as we bring you radio coverage and streaming coverage for Mangum High School. Classic Hits 97.7, Mangum Tiger TV. Couldn't have more fun doing it. Love being a part of Mangum and Mangum High School. Appreciate you listening or watching. Up to bat here in the bottom of the second will be Derek Hammond. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Derek hacks at it, fouls it back, and it's 0-1 to Hammond. Facing Grant Peterson. Gave up 6 runs in the first. It's 6-0. Mangum pitches inside for ball 1 as we bat here in the bottom of the second. So on deck is Bo Rogers, followed by Cooper Curbo. Again, 3, 4, and 5 in the order. There's the curveball outside for ball 2. To Derek Hammond. Here's the 2-1. Called strike. And that was off the plate, Derek, but that's all right. 2-2 count. Up 6-0 in the second. Zone gonna wide a little bit. There's a nice curveball, and Derek smokes it into left center field. That is gonna one-hop the wall, almost bounces over the wall, but stays in play. Derek rounds second base. The throw behind him, and a stand-up triple for Derek Hammond. To lead things off here in the second for the Mangum Tigers. Brings up Bo Rogers, the catcher, for Coach Casey Kroom. And the Mangum Tigers. Runner at third, nobody out. Here's the curveball, swing and a miss to Bo. And a nice pitch from Grant Peterson. In the dirt for ball 1. So a 1-1 count to Bo Rogers. Derek Hammond is at third. Fouls that one off. And the count moves to 1-2. Mangum started the season last week on the road at Lawton and won easily 9-0. Curveball plunks him in the back. Fourth batter that Grant Peterson has hit in this one. So runners at first and third. That'll bring up Cooper Curbo, the left fielder for the Tigers, with nobody out in the bottom of the second. There goes the runner. The ball is stroked into center field. It's going to be over his head. Again, the wind is just fierce here this afternoon. One run will come in, and they're going to get, thought they might get the runner at second base as Curbo was way off of the bag, thinking Rogers was going to rumble home, but he got back and he's safe. So runners second and third. Got a 7-0 score. Mangum on top. Here's the pitch to Jackson Brooks, and it's a called strike, and it's 0-1. Still nobody out. That's hit into right center field. And there's a huge gap there. That's going to score two easily. It's going to be a stand-up double as it bounces over the fence. So 2 more RBIs for Max. And that makes it 9-0 Tigers. And Coach Armstrong is going to visit the mound. We'll take a break. 9-0 Blair on top. Back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
All right, got a pitching change for the Blair Bronx. Logan Williams now on the mound for Blair. He'll come in from the shortstop position. Grant Peterson, the starting pitcher, will move to shortstop. Rylan Holt at the plate. No, yes, that's right. Rylan Holt, DH, at the plate for the Tigers. First pitch is a ball. Here's the 1-0. It's high and outside, ball 2. Crowd, great crowd here on opening day. Opening day here in Mangum. It's already 9-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 2-0 pitch to Holt with Jackson at second. Chops it foul, and the count goes to 2-1. Nobody out. 3 runs have come across here in the second. Just missed high and outside. It's 3-1 to Rylan. The 3-1 count. Nobody out. Pitch. Ball 4. So walk given up by Logan Williams. And that'll bring up Mason Parker. With runners at first and second. And nobody out. Here's the pitch. Popped him up, and it's going to be out of play. Behind us, 0-1 to Parker. And that hits Parker. The bases are going to be loaded. And our video feed has really, for some reason, dropped in our bit rate. We're going to have to watch that. Get a lot of folks here on the same cell service. That's hit up in the air. It's going to be foul territory and will drop for a strike. Looks like we're still on the radio, okay, but we'll have to watch that. Something to monitor. All right, bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And Clayton Caskey hits it into right field. That's going to drop. And it's shallow enough where only one run comes in, Jackson Brooks, and that makes it 10-0. And the top of the order is Remington Laughlin. He's been up twice, and he's been hit twice. No, he hasn't gotten a hit. He has been plunked twice. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1 to Remy. That one's high for a ball. Goes to the backstop and racing home and scoring is Rylan Holt. Makes it 11-0 here in the bottom of the second. Runners advance, so runners at second and third with nobody out. And Laughlin at the plate. 5 more runs have come in here in the second. Called strike. So a 1-2 count to Remy with nobody out. Runners at second and third. Curveball called strike. Looked like it was low and outside, but a called strike, and there's one away. First strikeout for Blair pitching this afternoon. Brings up Max Richardson for the Tigers. Pitches high for a ball. One-0 count to Max. 108 runners at second and third. There's the pitch. Called strike, and it's 1-1. Well, the zone is wide. You think it's close? Get to hacking. Here's the pitch. Low outside, gets to the backstop. Another run will come in, and that'll make it 12-0. As racing home was Mason Parker. Clayton Caskey is at third with one out. And a 2-1 count to Max Richardson. Derek Hammond is on deck. Pitch. Curveball outside. Count goes to 3-1 to Max. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So Max is at first, Clayton is at third, and Derek Hammond will step into the box. With one out and a 12-0 ball game, Mangum on top. Ground ball right to the shortstop. They throw across the diamond and gets away from the first baseman. Clayton will score easily, and Max will scoot down to third. So everyone's safe. And next will be Bo Rogers. 13-0 lead here for the Mangum Tigers over the Blair Broncs. Pitching for Blair now is Logan Williams in relief of Grant Peterson. Called strike to Bo. A 1 count to Rogers. They throw over to first base. Hammond is back. Hot and windy Monday afternoon pitch. Swung late and fouls it off. And the count goes to 0-2 to Bo Rogers. Runners at the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. 7 runs have come across to make it 13-0 way outside. And the count is 1-2. Cooper Curbo is on deck. One, two. Called strike 3. And there's 2 away. That brings up Cooper Curbo. And probably a good take. We'll just leave it at that. Shouldn't get barked at for that, but he'll sit down. There's 2 outs. The throw over to first will get away from the pitcher. Clayton will score easily from third, and Derek gets down to second. And that is now 14-0. Mangum on top. Two away. A pitch to Curbo. Fouls it back to the screen. What's the count, Blue? 0-1 count. There's the pitch. And fouls it off his hands. And the count is 0-2 to Cooper Curbo. I can't speak highly enough about the crowd. Got lots of Blair folks here too, so good to see that. And Mangum Tiger fans, of course, out and about, proud. Here's pitches high for ball 1, a 1-2 count. 1-2 to Curbo. With Hammond at second, their curveball is high, ball 2. Deuces, 2-2 count, 2 away. Bottom of the second, 14-0, Mangum on top of Blair. Here's the pitch, hit into right field. Right fielder is there, makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the Tigers. Not before Mangum scores 8 more runs to take a 14-0 lead going to the top of the third. Mangum Baseball is on the air. We are Classic Hits 97.7 and watching it on Mangum Tiger TV.
When you need auto repair, save money and get it done at Dwayne's Auto right here in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs and turns rotors, alignments, air conditioning work, and general auto repair. And they make hydraulic hoses. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto, 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
All right, back here in Mangum. It's opening home game here this afternoon as the Mangum Tigers start the season here at home. They started actually the season last week at Lawton 9-0 victory, and they are continuing their hot start. Yep. Barnesy, you are correct, and we should probably see if I can figure this out. We might try to get Michael on the phone. There is a called strike. You got a 14-0 score. We can see if we can get Michael on the horn. Pitch is outside. Count is 2-1. We might be able to. He said he's available. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. Let's see if we can. 2-2 count, swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Derek Hammond. Strikeout number 6. Let's do this one right here. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get Barnes on the phone here. Make a live call. What do you say? There we go. How about that? Here's the pitch. It's 0-1. At the plate is Colt Bratton. Now he's not going to answer, right? And the 0-1 to Bratton. Called strike, and it's 0-2. Well, we'll get him on in a moment. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. It's Colt Bratton. And
0-2.
No. That was his voicemail. So strikeout number 7 for Derek Hammond. As Bratton strikes out, that brings up Kelton Hill. Pitch is high and tight for a ball. Let's see if we can get Michael again. We'll try him. 1-0 count. Pitch from Hammond on the corner.
This is Michael.
Hey, Michael Barnes. We are out and about. We're starting the season with some Mangum baseball. How are you feeling, my friend?
Well, I didn't talk most of the weekend, which was a godsend. And so I am feeling better. I almost have lungs once again. So I'm excited, looking forward to. I say that and I start coughing in here.
That's right.
But no, looking forward to Thursday. It'll be quarterfinal Thursday for the Fairview Lady Yellow Jackets. They'll taking on Hartshorn in the 2A state basketball girls tournament.
Yeah, that is exciting. I caught the end of that game. They defeated, number 1 Dale on Friday?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, second time they've done that in about 6 weeks. They beat them right at the same place. They're in Enid at the Stride Bank Center back on the 31st of January. Beat them by 15, kind of in similar fashion. Close ball game through the fourth quarter, and then able to put it away and got the victory. And so now they're getting a chance to play for a state gold ball.
That is exciting. And the first round, it's at the OG&E Center. Is that correct? Is that what you said?
Yes. First at OG&E, and if they make it to the semifinals, they'll play that at UConn and then go back to OG&E on Saturday for the championship if they get that far.
That's good. That's good. Michael is on K101 in Woodward and covering, of course, local sports, which is he's brilliant at, and has been fighting this for a week and a half. We've been in contact, and I tell you what, buddy, I'm not sure how you've been able to be on the air, period. The way that you might be feeling, I just can't imagine. So,
well, I would suppose probably the listeners wish that I weren't.
No,
but we had a stock show a week ago tomorrow night, 2 weeks ago tomorrow night, and the atmosphere got to me, and I just had not been able to shake it. Getting pretty close. But, it's that time of the year, the cedars are pollinating, and we had the fires and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys were safe from that, right? The fires from a week or so ago?
Well, it was close by,
right.
But the firefighters did a great job. You could actually drive through areas of Woodward County and see where the firefighters fought the fire right up to the front door of homes.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah, they did a great job. Kind of like the Mangum Tiger baseball team. Wow.
I tell you what, Coach Kroom's got them. They already got them cranked up and defeated Lawton last week to start, and taking care of Blair here currently. And so it's looking forward to it. I know you heard, and just a gut-wrenching overtime loss to Sayre in the regional. In basketball, and I know that these kids, as you know them very well too, are very competitive. So they came out with little purpose here to start this season and baseball season. And Derek Hammond is pitching today. Jackson Brooks got the win against Lawton, and Coach Kroom he's preparing his team throughout the year with his schedule. Michael, they've got 6A Southmore coming up on the 16th in a Lawton Festival. Then the next day play Cash. So might see exactly where they're at that point.
Well, if you're going to be the best, you got to play the best. And nothing against the smaller schools, but they all don't always give you the level of competition. So
yeah, that is for sure. So no, it should be a fun season. Jackson Brooks leads things off with a 5-pitch walk to start here. We're in the bottom of the third, and it's 14-0 Mangum on top of Blair.
So do you need one more to get to the run rule level? Is that what you're looking for?
I think so. You and I always debate that, and you usually look it up, and I usually wait to hear from you. So you're going to have to tell me, but I think that is correct. If depending what the coaches talked about, if they decided they were going to go ahead and play a certain amount of innings, or maybe just at that point, like you said, call it a run rule and reset and let some other youngsters play. But third pitcher we're seeing here from Blair, that pitch is behind the batter. Pitching now for the Blair Bronx is Josh Castillo. Jackson Brooks stole second, and he gets to third after that passed ball. So runner at third base, nobody out in the bottom of the third, 14-0 Tigers. And at the plate, we had a new right fielder, and that is the young Asher McLaughlin. And that is high for ball 3. So a 3-0 count to McLaughlin with Mr. Jackson Brooks at third base. And it is hot and windy down here, Michael. 90 with the southwest wind at about 30.
Wow. Wow.
That's ball 4 for Asher, so he'll get down to first. Runners at first and second. Diego still hobbled by an ankle issue that got him there late in the basketball year, and it started this baseball season as well. So he's not playing. Would normally probably play right field or center field, but he's not out there today. That pitch, I say that, Michael Barnes, doesn't this always happen? I think Diego Tellis is at the plate.
There you go. It was just clairvoyant on your part.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, Michael, come on now. Diego Tellis at the plate, and that pitch is behind him.
There you go.
And so runners at first and third. So I won't take up too much of your time, but yeah, got a blowout here. Mangum. Diego smokes that into left field. It's going to be dropped by the left fielder. Brooks will come in to score easily. Again, that wind blowing out, as you can imagine, Michael. You've sat out here in the dirt many times. It is get that ball up in the air, and it's just a gamble if it's going to be caught or not. So that one falls, and that makes it 15-0 Tigers. But, man, I hope you get to feeling better.
Well, and I am. I feel better today than I have in 2 weeks. And I will tell you that one of the reasons I tuned in, our good friend Tony Bedard Richardson, she does a great job of posting on Facebook of when the ball game is going to be, and I happen to catch that. Her niece is part of that Fairview girls basketball team.
Incredible. Great. That is cool.
Yeah. And
hit hard into left field, and that will roll all the way to the wall. Asher will come around to score. Diego rounds third base, and even with a bad wheel, he'll get home to score, and that is 2 RBIs for Clayton Caskey. That brings up the top of the order, Remington Laughlin. Remy's been up 3 times, Michael. He's been hit twice, plunked twice, and he struck out once.
I see that he was the conference MVP in basketball as well.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah.
And that he just got hit again. 3rd time. Been up 4 times.
Are you kidding me?
He just got plunked on the left knee, so he gets down to first base. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. It's 17-0. So we'll see what happens after this. If we're going to play 4, I guess so, play 4. But up to bat now will be Max Richardson, the first baseman for the Tigers. And he's facing Josh Castillo, and Max has to duck for that one. So it's a 1-0 count to Richardson. Now, that's cool to have that connection with Fairview, and I know that's exciting. You get to go to the new locale, I've heard folks call it the Little House. I've heard folks call it the new Big House, but I've heard nothing but good things, so that's exciting.
It's a nice facility. We were there last week, got to do a couple of quarterfinal and semifinal ball games, and it's a good place. I mean, it's a good place to watch, good place to broadcast from.
That's good. That's good that they thought about broadcasters.
They did. I know some people had problem with the internet service, but the OAB, they provide Ethernet lines, and we didn't have any bit of trouble using the Ethernet. So
that's good.
It is hard to get a signal out of there if you're just trying to use your phone.
There you go.
I admit that.
Yep. Well, bases are loaded. We'll let you go. But, Tigers off to a good start, and we'll check in with you if you're feeling up to it and throughout the year and see how you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you're rooting for these Tigers and Lady Tigers. Coach Stidham, we're going to be catching up with them in a few days. So fun stuff. That time of year is here, but you got some business to handle in Oklahoma City. So best of luck, and we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Hey, babysitters. Chad, take care, buddy. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Michael Barnes, we appreciate him, of course, and he is doing well, and this is going to be another pitching change for Blair. 17-0 is the score. Mangum on top of Blair. The bases are loaded with nobody out. It looks like it's James Thomas, number 3. Yep, James Thomas will switch from first base to be the pitcher for Coach Armstrong and the Blair Bronx. Up to bat will be Derek Hammond. So the bases are loaded, full of Tigers. Yeah, Michael is staying up at the Fairview Lady Yellow Jackets as they go into the Class 2A state tournament in Oklahoma City. As Thomas finishes his warm-up pitches, we'll keep it right here. Hear from our great sponsors here in just a bit. We've got a great list, as always. 333 Dental, Blair Tire and Feed, Cattleman's Bank, Greer County Farm Bureau, Mickey Lively and Rodney Calhoun, Granite Drug, In Bloom, Flowers and Gifts, your RE/MAX agent Jill Gromman, Great Plains Bank, Mangum, the JCMH Mangum Clinic, Corey Kendall Law Firm, Mangum Brick Company, Mangum Regional Medical, Mangum Tag. Here's the pitch from Thomas to Hammond. It's called strike, and generous at that. Nobody out. Bases are loaded. I'm not done with that list, so stay close. Here's the 0-1 to Derek Hammond. It's low and outside for ball 1. Also, of course, Maccabee Fox Roofing, covering all of Southwest Oklahoma. Sovereign Bank, The Loop, Tiger Cub Learning Center, Triad Home Health, Western Traditions, and WSC. There's a swing and a miss, and the count goes to 1-2 to Derek Hammond, with that zone being widened by the umpire. You're going to have to hack at some of this stuff, and Derek swung out of the zone. He hits that a mile high, and that's a home run, a grand slam for Derek Hammond. He got it up with the jet stream, and Derek Hammond jacks a grand slam for the Mangum Tigers. And that makes it 21-0 Mangum on top of the Blair Bronx. Probably would have been a pop-up to left field. But the wind is getting after it, and it is blowing straight out. And once it got up there, it was gone. So a grand slam for Derek Hammond makes it 21-0. And that brings up Bo Rogers. Called strike to Bo, and it's 0-1. Still nobody out. Folks, we're in the bottom of the third, and the Tigers cruising 21-0 over Blair. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-1 count to Bo. Cooper Curbo is not on deck. Asher McLaughlin is on deck. Here's the pitch. High ball 2. A count is 2-1 to Bo Rogers. Asher McLaughlin on deck for the Tigers. Pitch called strike, and it's 2-2. 2-2 count to Rogers. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw across the diamond is in time. Thought maybe the first baseman, Williams, came off the bag, but they say he didn't, so there's one away. Bases are cleared for Asher McLaughlin. Wind up, and here's the pitch. Called strike to Asher. Again, 21-0. 4 or 5 inches off the plate. You're going to have to swing at it. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. It's going to come back in. Oh, and it's still caught. Asher had ran in inadvertently to James Thomas, the pitcher, right on the line, the running lane, and Thomas was bumped but still made the catch for out number 2. A nice play from James Thomas. Here's the pitch. It's low and outside. At the plate is Austin Stockton for the Tigers. As Coach Kroom is getting everybody a chance to play here. Up 21-0 over the Blair Bronx. Here's the pitch. Called strike, and it's 1-1 to Austin Stockton. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Fourth pitcher for Blair. Outside for a ball. 2-1 count. Again, going to be catching up with Coach Stidham and the Lady Tigers very soon. We'll let you call strike 2. Yeah, 2 strikes. He rung him up, but that was just strike number 2. And Austin said, I think that's just 2 strikes. And he checked the clicker. Umpire did and said, yes, you are correct, sir. 2-2 count to Stockton with 2 away. 21-0 lead for Mangum outside ball 3. The count is full to Austin Stockton. But, of course, we'll catch up with the Lady Tigers and bring you as many games as we possibly can. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that's out number 3 as Thomas strikes out Austin Stockton. So we go to the top of the 4th, and this is probably it unless Blair scores a ton of runs. So we'll take a timeout. We go to the top of the 4th. It is 21-0. Coach Kroom has scored 3 touchdowns and it's got a 21-0 lead. Back after this, Mangum Tiger Baseball is on the air. We are Classic Hits 97.7, watching it on Mangum Tiger TV.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Now, top of the 4th we go. 21-0 Mangum on top of Blair. Derek Hammond will stay out there for the Tigers. We do have some defensive changes. And in left field is Asher McLaughlin. Center field is Austin Stockton. Right field, Diego Tellis. Third base is Wrigley Fight. And Caden Carter is now at second. There's a called strike after the first pitch was a ball. So a 1-1 count. We're batting in the top of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch, called strike, and it's Cutter Smith at the plate. So a 1-2 count to Smith, leading things off for the Bronx here in the top of the fourth. The pitch from Derek Hammond, called strike 3. And I have 9 strikeouts for Derek. That's unofficial, very unofficial. Top of the fourth. That will bring up Grant Peterson, the starting pitcher here this afternoon. Here's the pitch outside for a ball. So a 1-0 count to Grant. 21-0, Tigers on top. Here's the 1-0. Said he held up, and it's 2-0. Logan Williams on deck here in the fourth. The 2-1 inside, ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Grant Peterson. Derek has not walked a batter this afternoon. Here's the pitch, called strike, and it's 3-1. Derek in the stretch. The pitch, just high, ball 4. So the first walk given up by Derek Hammond. And Blair will have its first base runner. And that'll bring up Logan Williams for Blair. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 1. And the Tigers looking to move to 2-0 on the year. Started things off last week on the road at Lawton, won that game 9-0. Here's the 1-0, low, ball 2. Derek getting in a little bit of a rush. 2-0 count. That's fouled off. Good pitch. And the count goes to 2-1. He's got a 21-0 lead and looking to end this one quickly. 2-1. To Williams, there's the pitch, called strike, and it's 2-2. So a 2-2 count, 1 away. Runner in first base in Grant Peterson. And the 2-2 called strike 3, and there's 2 away. I have strikeout number 10 for Derek Hammond. Brings up James Thomas, the pitcher for Blair. Derek from the stretch. The kick, popped him up. It's going to be out of play, and it's 0-1 to Thomas. 21-0. Mangum on top big. Throw over to first base is a missile, but Peterson gets back. Oh, 2 pitch. Called strike. That makes it 0-2. 0-2 count to Thomas with a runner at first base. With 2 away, the pitch, called strike. Strikeout number 11, and that will do it. as Derek Hammond gets the win. And Mangum wins big, 21-0 over the Blair Broncs. Behind Derek Hammond's 11 strikeouts in 4 innings. So, the Mangum Tigers moved to 2-0 on the young year, just underway here in spring sports. And next up for the Mangum Tigers will be the Lawton Festival coming up on the 16th and 17th, as Mangum will take on Southmore on the 16th and then Cache on the 17th. The next home game I'm seeing is on the 23rd against the Sentinel Bulldogs. Play Sentinel at home on the 23rd and then play Navajo at home on the 24th. So got spring break coming up, and
they play Cache, which Cache is really good.
So Southmore coming up on the 16th and Cache on the 17th at the Lawton Festival. So wrapping up our coverage here this afternoon. Junior high game will take place next between Mangum and Blair. But that'll wrap up our high school coverage of the Mangum Tigers here today, as Mangum wins easily 21-0 in 4 innings, and Derek Hammond's 11 Ks this afternoon. Want to thank Michael Barnes, too. Of course, we'll check in with Michael throughout the year and keep up with him, and hopefully he gets to feeling better. I try to catch him when I can and do so as well when possible. And K101online.com is that website to catch him. He's on every morning, but doing a great job as always. But got to have that voice back to get all of our great Michael Barnes calls that we wait for and listen for throughout this sports season. But hopefully he's at full strength whenever Fairview plays in the opening round of the state tournament in Class 2A, as the larger schools get to their state tournament in basketball this week. All right, that's going to do it. We are done here in Mangum. It's a great start to the season for Coach Casey Kroom and the Mangum Tigers as they move to 2-0 on the year. After defeating Lawton last week 9-0, they defeat Blair 21-0 here today. For all of our sponsors, I'm Chad Fox. Have a great Monday. We'll talk to you soon. Going to be at the Diamond, either baseball or softball this spring, and you'll be able to listen and watch Classic Hits 97.7 on the radio and watch it on Mangum Tiger TV. Have a great evening, everybody.